glitch?
It might have glitched. Glitch for us.
Look at all this extra table space we have today. I don't know why this is here. This camera's in a different spot.
Like the mouse and everything is all up over on me right now. I feel like I'm in control of the show for once.
I've just been moving stuff around a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep doing this because I like the smell of it.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Amazon, shall we?
I can't see the screen right now.
Important shit happening. Was this the way to do it? That one. Yay!
I mean, I still can't see the screen because it's 420 in here, but...
it's always 420. Amazon is finally starting to look like a nation state. This is what they've done is like so evil and so genius. You know, they've been really good at avoiding taxes everywhere they go. They're like, they've got their tax havens, and then they've got all these different methods and ways to hide income or to move income around, and so that they don't have to actually pay for anything. What's going on there?
I was just double checking to make sure that the glitch didn't keep us on streaming or something.
Yeah, I think
we're good.
So anyways, France finally decided, like, listen, you make this much money, we've got a new tax for companies like you that says you got to give at least 3%, right? So that's it. They're like, you have to give us 3%. So what Amazon did was they turned right back around, and everyone selling on Amazon, they said, hey, all your prices just went up 3%. So they've essentially levied a tax on every small business that's operating in that country. The way Amazon works, if you're someone who thinks that you go on Amazon and just buy things directly from Amazon, that is not how they work. They do keep some of the very popular items in stock because that's how you make the higher margins. But for a lot of the items, they don't want to be responsible for those items if they don't sell. So the way they work, like for us, for instance, right? We've got the Finnick branded mice that you guys should... Audio's quite low.
Oh, no.
Jesus. Turn it up a little bit then. Yes, that one. Up, up, up. Yes. Is that better? Yeah.
How about now?
Go up a little more even. A little more.
Okay.
All right, I'm about to explain to people how this works. You can go up higher. It's not in the red yet. I'm yelling. Yeah, all the way. I'll
all
peek
right.
your
yeah, it seems better.
Good. So anyway, let me tell you guys how Amazon works. We've got our products, our Finnick products, that you guys should go and buy it by the ton, for whatever reason, because they're good. Yeah. So we have to send those items to an Amazon warehouse if we want to take advantage of Amazon Prime, where most of the sales come from. Otherwise, we can ship them out ourselves, but we're going to have to play by Amazon rules, and Amazon's going to get a cut. It'll be a lesser cut, but we're not going to have Amazon Prime. So we want Amazon Prime. We've got to send our products to an Amazon warehouse, right?
Products like these.
So this product is sitting in an Amazon warehouse, and these do well because the search engine algorithm helps us a little bit with these PC controllers. They sell a little better than even the mice, interestingly enough. Even though I think the mice are probably a more solid product. This one, I use this one myself quite a bit as well. So anyway, this sits there in the warehouse, and if we don't sell a high enough volume, they charge us money per square foot per month for the shelf space that we're taking up. Not only that, if we're taking advantage of Amazon Prime, the fees are way higher. For something like this, we're paying almost 14 to 15% fees, and on our mice, sometimes close to 20%. No, actually, it's, God. Well, yeah, about 20%. Put it this way. Amazon makes more money when we sell a mouse than we do. And the fees for Amazon cost us more than it cost us to make the mouse.
Is it finicky?
It's not at all. I figured someone would make that joke, but that's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah. Just put that right there.
So
it's nice
that's how Amazon
advertising
works.
for the rest of the day.
And we have to go through them and pay their ridiculous fees because they have everybody in their store. They've done everything they can to shut down every mom and pop around the country and make sure that everyone has to go to Amazon, everyone uses Amazon, everyone has Amazon Prime. So that way we have to sell our stuff there. I can't just go down and set up a Finnick store on the corner.
Yeah.
That's going to cost a ton of money. This doesn't work out that way. So you have to be in their store. And whenever a government finally says, listen, if you're going to operate here, you're going to have to pay at least 3% taxes here. Stop the tax haven. Stop all the nonsense. Amazon's like, great. By the way, Finnick, could you guys pay 3% extra? All these other companies, please pay an extra 3%. So Amazon ends up paying nothing, and we end up paying for all of it.
Yeah.
That's fucking shady.
I'm glad you could make it this time, Riddick.
Riddick!
Is it already Saturday where you are?
How's it going?
Yeah.
The next great war will be Amazon versus Walmart.
Amazon will eat Walmart alive.
Yeah, Walmart has old school tactics, But Walmart does have a pretty big gun section. They've got that going for them. What about Bezos?
I'm just picking his nose.
Why are you doing this to poor Bezos? I think I've had
Oh
enough.
yeah, poor Bezos. Won't someone think about the
Bezos.
poor billionaires that just don't have enough right now?
We can't talk about this today. We were going to joke around about this for a little bit, but tell them what happened.
Oh, so our original title for today's episode was going to be "You're All Gonna Die Poor" because of this article about how the next recession will destroy millennials. We're all doomed. P.S. But we got flagged instantly by Twitch for being like, "Oh, that doesn't. You can't really say you're all gonna die."
Guys,
So
that's not sensitive.
guys, you might hurt someone's feeling with that. So we had to change the title.
All right, so next week we're going to do white, cotton, and velour.
Yep.
No sharp edges. This is rough right here, Justin. I don't like how rough this is.
That could really hurt somebody.
So we're going to get rid of that. Beyond that, we desperately need a whole bunch of white cats in here.
Yep.
Tape their mouth shut, declaw them,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. And they're just going to be here and maybe remove their assholes, Because we can't have anything wrong, Everything has to be perfect for all the fucking sensitive people. Sorry, I'm fucking censorship.
Miami Mercenary says I'm waiting for an EMP to black out the world.
That would be fun.
Yeah, and Riddick says he's a professional poor person.
Professional poor person.
Yeah.
Got a PhD in poor.
Yep.
Well, so I guess we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah. So, yeah, like you millennials watching don't need to know that you ain't making money.
They already know.
Yeah. Like, thanks. Meanwhile,
Enjoy
the
your
sky is
mom's-
blue and grass is green.
Enjoy your mother's bedroom, spare bedroom, basement, wherever you are in your parents' house.
I enjoy your mother's bedroom.
Because he has sex with her. Yeah. We're going to get flagged.
Yeah. Thoughts on boomers. What
Thoughts
about
on boomers?
Thoughts on boomers. Yes.
They don't even know.
Yeah.
Boomers don't even know, man. Sorry. Shut up, boomers. That's my thoughts on boomers. I don't know.
Yeah.
Poor boomers, they have no idea what they've caused. All right, it's kind of fun. Whatcha? Reading the comments, that's all the fun. France is making hydrogen trains, moving right along.
Great. Boop,
Yep.
boop.
There you go. We've talked about this a million fucking times. I'm sick of it. But you know what? CNBC just discovered it.
Yeah, so now they got to talk about it. Just like how Forbes discovered Dungeons and Dragons last week.
CNBC
This week,
just
CNBC's.
realized that like 15 years ago, Elon Musk said, "Hey, this artificial intelligence might take everyone's job."
Pointy thing in my pocket. Why do I have a toothpick in here?
Because you're going to be Razor Ramon for the rest of the episode. And then if you get mad, you can just flick it at somebody.
Wash your hair. Yeah.
You're going all the way
That
back.
hurt. Yeah.
Oh my God, Elon Musk says that artificial intelligence might take our jobs.
I think the title of this episode should have been "No Shit, Sherlock." Like at this point, we're
Good reporting, CNBC. But there's one interesting thing that I want to note here, and I want to remind you guys. Right now, for the time being, engineering is still a good field to go into because someone's got to program the artificial intelligence until it's smart enough to write its own code. So you guys could do that, right?
there. You go.
Yeah.
Or learn how to repair those robots once they're made.
Until they start repairing themselves.
Yeah, and then we're
But there's
doomed.
the big thing to go into. Are you ready? Art. Just be creative, guys. Make something.
That's
Draw
where
a picture.
all the money is.
Draw a picture. Yep, I'll give you $6 to draw a picture. Maybe if you're lucky. Pee in a jar, $20,000.
Put toilet paper on a sex bot.
What?
What are you guys talking about?
What is happening over there in the comments?
Fuck my wife so I can watch TV.
You know who really, really wants artificial intelligence? Panera and all the...
Panera.
Yeah, Panera wants it
Yeah.
bad. Like, when you go there, would you rather talk to a robot or one of those disgruntled jackasses who's going to quit any day?
Yeah.
Like, at a fast food place, who do you want to talk to? A robot or that guy who does not want to be there but has to be there? People in the comments, let me know. Would you rather deal with a robot or someone who can barely get out of bed in the morning and get dressed?
Between self-driving cars, the only job will be pool boy and Bezos fluffer.
Bezos fluffer. How many fluffers does Bezos need?
So many.
He's only hiring mother fluffers this week. So you need to have at least 2 children. And then you can apply to be a mother fluffer for Bezos.
I feel like, okay, so the fast food thing, like, there's a part of me that's like, well, you know, some people that's like the extent of the job that they can do is like, that's about the best they can get.
Right.
Which sucks because then it leaves a whole
Is it the best they can get or the best they can do?
Maybe the best they can do.
Why don't we just euthanize those?
Okay. That's
Okay.
fair. Promise up. You're,
All right,
you're
so-
welcome. Next.
See, we're just here solving shit.
But the part of me that hates it when those people who's the best they can do fucks up my goddamn order. How hard is it, Burgerville, to not put the barbecue sauce on the fucking chicken sandwich like I asked and put goddamn extra pickles on it? Apparently it is a monumental Herculean task to be able to get done right because you fuck it up every single time.
That's why they need...
The robots, on the other hand,
Robots.
could fucking fix this.
Yes. They could. They'll
Hi,
be
Tao.
way cheaper to deal with. And also this 100% turnover rate. They said a lot of employees do not make it past the 2-month evaluation period or the 2-month period where they're trying to train. And that's just money out the door because the first couple of months that someone works there, they're only worth about half what they're getting paid. They said.
Because they're like stumbling on everything. They have to figure out all the...
Because it takes 2 months to figure out how to hand somebody a croissant.
I think it takes 2 months to get into the groove of it more.
I guess so. You have to get into the flow of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, Panera has a lot of like bread to bake and stuff to make and soups to put in hot pots.
I don't know. I just want to make fun of poor people.
Sounds like something that could be resolved with a machete.
That's what we're supposed to do in America. Poor people making fun of poor people.
Yep.
We're not supposed to hate upward. We're supposed to hate laterally or down.
Yeah. There is 99% of the people that we can make fun of right now.
So I am here today to hate on poor people. Even if I'm poor myself, I can't stand them.
It's called equality.
Yeah. That's the American way. Oh, God. And if we could all just be like these rich assholes who take advantage of us.
Fast food ordering screens inside the restaurants already have me feeling violated.
What?
So Grove, is that because you're missing that disconnect there between you and the person? Like,
yeah, why do you feel violated by these screens?
Yeah.
I mean, for a lot of people, it's great because now they can go out in public and not talk to anybody else. Mm-hmm. They can just touch a screen.
They can keep their AirPods in the entire time. Don't even regard anybody else as an actual human being and just get your fucking Big Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what you want to do with your life. If you don't want to do that with your life, you can go get frou-frou artisanal $10 stuff, you know? What's happening in the comments?
Woe to the proletariat.
Woe to the proletariat.
The sum of capitalists and academics trying to figure out how to get the most out of your employees has found that if you treat them well and give them autonomy and take care of their needs, they will work the most efficiently. Yeah, it turns out if you treat people like human beings, they'll like respond positively.
Yeah, but in order to do that, you'd have to go against some of the corporate guidelines, and a lot of times it's easier just to fire people or to blame the lowest level employees. Like if you're working as like a, you know, the entry level job, shit level job, and the manager has this colossal fuck up, guess whose fault it is?
Yours.
It's your fault.
Yep.
It's your fault. If okay, let's say the company policy is draconian and ridiculous, and it causes like tons and tons of trouble because it's some like sort of it's borderline communism. Whose fault is that going to be? It's not the company policy's fault. It's your fault for not being able to work with these unbearable conditions. That's how the world works.
Let's see.
What do we got going on over here?
With Grubhub, you can just order using your mom's credit card. Yeah. Your mom's
credit card.
Tasty says humans are the worst part about going outside. Right, this place would be great if it wasn't for the other people.
Yeah. I don't know.
Treat them like humans. Sorry, but I don't speak hammer and sickle.
I don't speak hammer and sickle.
Okay, comrade.
Oh God. Yeah, everyone stay
Cherry
calm.
2000.
Everyone stay calm and rad.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I've had enough of this communism
Yeah.
speak. Why is this sound thing? Stop it. Stop. God, I hate CNET. What are we talking about? Oh, growing mini brains in a dish. This is going to work out wonderfully. So, you know, you can take stem cells, or you take regular cells, and then you can, if they're stem cells, and then you can, like, convince them to do almost anything, right? So
they'll do whatever.
Yeah, they'll just do whatever. You need some muscles, we can grow you some muscles.
Stem cells are those kids that you can pay like $1 and they'll just eat whatever.
Yeah, I took this mallow cup and smashed it with ants.
Yeah.
That's a stem cell.
Eat it for $1, stem cell. Oh, no way he's doing it. Oh.
You guys even have mallow cups anymore? was watching Mindhunter the other day, and they're eating like those mallow, whatever.
Malamars?
Malamars, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't they change the name to Mallow Cup at some point?
I don't know.
I don't eat that stuff. It makes your face ugly.
Yeah.
Eat that, you'll be ugly in the eyes and nose area. The coconut,
Especially-
it's the cream.
Yeah.
It makes you break
Stem
out.
cells, but what about Jesus? None of that stuttery
Hey.
bullshit in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuttering Christians, get out of here.
Yeah.
You're stuttering Bible stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, God, hellfire. Make us stop. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Stem cells
Tiny.
becoming little mini brains. So if you take the stem cells and you put them in an environment that simulates a brain, they start to develop into brain cells, right? So now we've got these little brains the size of peas. They're growing. And they were able to use the same equipment they use for, like, detecting brain waves in children and infants, and it was able to detect, based upon the wave patterns and stuff, approximately how old the stem cell brain was. So now we're growing little mini brains, and they're like, we're just going to use it to study, like the development of brains and stuff like that. It's a great insight for science, but I'm thinking, like, why don't we grow bigger brains?
Yeah.
Why don't we grow mother brains?
Because what could go wrong there?
I mean, they're not saying it in the article, but somebody's thinking it. And somebody's going to do it because we're all trying to develop these super intelligent computers, but why not just grow the damn brains and put it into a robot?
Oh, hey, there we go. Jules Bjorn says, put the stem cell brains in the fast food robots.
That's what I just said,
Done,
yeah. Like but not fast food robots. You want them in, like, if you're
And
China,
your Harvard professor robots.
if you're Massachusetts, you want them in your super MIT robot. If you're China, you want them in your police robots. If
Yep.
the U.S. government, you want them in your penis.
And if you're down
Robot.
south, you want them nowhere near you. Because they are slights against God.
And they might come out with some of them facts.
Yeah.
We can't have that. What's next here?
Engineers create a new biocar that can grow
Nah,
with you.
boring.
That's kind of cool.
Is
But
it?
we'll move on.
I mean, we can take a quick look.
It's
at
an arm that grows with you. That's rad.
it. It's pretty cool.
So you get your new freshly grown brain with your new freshly grown arm,
This arm has
and you mount a
lots of
Buster cannon into it, Mega Man style, and you fucking roll.
So that's the growing with you. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna acquire like some probably new motors and stuff as you get bigger, maybe different parts and stuff. But you can go on there and just like, get up the different colors, print it up, and it just it expands with you basically. I don't think it actually grows necessarily,
Yeah.
but it'll expand with you, and it'll be the same arm from when you're young to when you're old. Make new parts and stuff. It's kind of cool.
Does it make Transformer noises? That's all I want.
Yeah, I bet you could do it. You could program it. All right, this is pretty cool. Hats off to the guys at Rice University who discovered that they can get rid of cancer in, was it pancreatic cancer? Or was it, was that what it is? Colon cancer?
I think so.
Why is it not working?
Why don't you scroll?
I'll refresh the page.
That'll save us.
They have a pretty interesting method where they take these tiny nanoparticles of gold, and when they inject it into you, it kind of naturally goes to where the cancer is, and then they heat it with some infrared lasers, and it kills the cells. Like having all these tiny and nanoparticles, they're like 500 to 10,000 times thinner than a human hair, so they're just flecks of gold. We're talking like this is Goldschlager to kill the cancer.
Yeah.
Cancer now has its own Schlager.
This guy is a chief meteorologist, and he has a perfect meteorologist name.
What is his meteor? Let's see.
Frank Billingsley. With Frank Billingsley on the 10s with weather.
And look at this guy. He
Yeah.
looks like he could like go from being like conservative, extremely like boring office attire right there to Indiana Jones. Look at like
Right.
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like,
but
this guy he could do it.
He's also going to tell you about the hurricane that's moving in off
Right.
the coast. Like, Frank Billingsley.
He's gonna fight the
Frank
hurricane.
Billingsley knew what his destiny was early on.
All right. So what do you think? Nuking the hurricane, guys. Should we nuke the hurricane?
Yeah. Fuck that hurricane.
Ben Shapiro thinks we should nuke it.
Well,
because,
then obviously it's a good
and
idea.
of course Donald Trump tweeted we should nuke it. If that gets rid of it, because radiation's not a thing.
No.
And no one knows no one's ever seen the movie Fire Cane before, have they? Everyone's talking about Sharknado, but what about the movie Fire Cane? Do you remember that movie?
No.
I think a couple friends of mine made it.
That's why no one knows it.
Yeah, let's see if I can find Fire Cane here. There should be a poster for it online. Come on, give me. Where is it? Fire Cane movie maybe. It was a really shitty movie these idiots in Florida were making because they were stoned one day during a hurricane.
What if it was like on fire though? Like a fire
Yeah,
cane.
that's probably what happened.
Oh.
I don't know where the movie. Someone find the damn movie. I don't know if you know if they ever made it or if it's on IMDb, but I wish they made it. I really wish they made this movie so we could watch it. So that's pretty much enough of that, right?
Yeah.
It's cool.
We're done
They
here.
got rid of the that's cancer. That's the number 2 leading cause of cancer in men,
Yeah.
and they were able to eradicate it in about 90% of the people. So
That's really impressive.
90% or 9 out of 10? No, 9 out of 10, not 90%.
What's worse, nuking the world or an EMP world bomb? EMP.
EMP world bomb.
EMP, 100%.
Yeah, EMP world bomb. Radiation is one thing, but okay. So if you got an EMP world bomb, low Earth orbit nuke detonated, we're gonna lose all of our computerized shit.
Instantly.
Like gone.
Yeah.
Bank records gone. Cars won't start. You'll have to have an old car, like an old Jeep or something. You know, back when all the parts are moving, an old Volkswagen, something like that. Yeah, it would be chaos. Food rotting on the shelves. People killing each other in the streets. Cannibalism. Yeah, all that would happen like that. So completely cut off. Phones don't work. Cell towers down. EMP bomb is like worst case scenario that no one seems to care about because it's too inconvenient to talk about. Anyway, you guys want to take a look at this? We've been talking a lot about brains and science today, but this is a tiny little snake-sized robot that can go into your brain and help repair things or add in new information.
Super cool
Look
looking.
at that cool little guy. I
Yeah.
mean, this is obviously going to be so tiny you won't even be able to see it, really barely be able to see it. But
Yeah.
imagine that thing crawling around in your brain. And imagine how many things from Star Trek could come true because of technology like this that's turned loose. And imagine if this could go in and reprogram things in your brain and make you think you saw something you didn't see, or they could create all kinds of narratives with these little things, just turning them loose in a crowd. Oh man, that's a good movie plot right there.
Done.
Like someone goes and throws a bag of these in the crowd while he's wearing a gas mask and then leaves, and then they all become like hyper killers and stuff.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of, if you want to hide your mini snake, why not go over to epicpants.com?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
I'm very disappointed in our audience. We got this new shirt. I want to show them the Kill Dragon shirt. Hail Coffee, Drink Satan. That's a good shirt, but you guys should buy. But this one, maybe it's a little hard to see on the small shirt, but when we printed it out and looked at it big, it looks awesome. Yeah. So probably the best artwork we've had on a shirt right
easily the highest quality artwork that we've ever come up with on any t-shirt.
A very meaningful message, especially in this day and age.
Yep. I think it's time we go back to those kind of values that got us to where we are.
Justin drew this, everybody.
Yeah.
And
in like a huge amount of time.
Yeah, it took him maybe 2 days. Yep.
Just constant laboring over it. Yeah.
Leave the dragons alone so they can kill us? I don't think so.
Yeah.
How dare you?
What does Big Dragon have on you, Tasty? Come on.
Yeah, she's obviously sponsored by Big Dragon.
Yeah, clearly.
Won't have it.
Yeah.
Dragons die, money is made. That's how it works. Do you want that horde or what?
Yeah. Do it.
They're lonely. Who cares? They want to be dead. They're so lonely.
Yeah.
They're sitting there all day in that horde.
Just hoarding.
So that's new. Show them this Viander shirt. The purple. Got a purple shirt for you guys. Also in black. Yep, there it is.
If you can't handle purple.
That's Krymith. Krymith finally on a piece of clothing.
I, for one, welcome our new dragon overlords.
See, if you want to save the dragons, there's one dragon who can stick around, and that's Krymith.
Yep.
Because
he's fabulous.
He's fabulous. Yeah.
Yep.
Gay dragons are cool. Keep the gay dragons. Get rid of the shit straight dragons. Nobody trusts those shit straight dragons.
Yep.
All right, that's epicpants.com. Go there or I'll kill you.
Looks pink.
What?
How about that?
Shirt?
It's black.
Black. Yeah.
Purple.
Purple.
Black. Purple.
What kind of pink are you talking about?
On to this.
All right, time to have some fun.
Yeah.
Shall we?
So, now
More
comes the part of the show
stuff.
where I get to talk about Dungeons and Dragons things. Hooray! So, for those of you that have already gotten to try the Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign, this guy, Alex Klippinger, has put out a new supplement version to that called Skullport Dragon Swindle, which, first off, I love saying the words Dragon Swindle.
Dragon Swindle?
Dragon Swindle is fucking rad. Okay.
Since we're done here, no, I'm not saying it out loud.
So,
Can't. Someone will do it.
So the Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign is takes place in Waterdeep, which is probably the most famous city in Dungeons and Dragons, if not one of. And maybe Menzer Branson. I don't know.
Well, it depends on...
But So it's all about like figuring out that there's like this, treasure in the city, and it's all about kind of having a rat race to get to it and stuff against some villains and stuff like that. This one sets you up as the villain side. So it kind of tells the same story, except you get to be the bad guys. This is for people that every time when you sit down and create new characters, and that one player that goes, can I make an evil character? I promise it won't interfere with the paladin.
Yeah, because I'm always going to be saying, like, where's the party going? Okay, I go the other way.
Yeah.
Like, fuck
so,
off.
but this is great for people that want to play a more evil toned game, but still have a lot of fun and do a heist.
Yep.
Take a look at it.
Can we talk about something about maps real quick? Because I was looking at the map here.
Sure.
I mean, I know this is more of a city. It's not really an underground cave, but I was, Shadiversity, right? Anybody you guys out there watch Shadiversity? The guy from Australia who basically goes on and on about every piece of pop culture and how they have disgraced the laws of medieval everything. So, what is it? How do you say Waterdeep in German?
Tiefwasser?
Tiefwasser.
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 Is that how you say it?
I guess. That does sound way cooler.
All right, so we got one person who watches Shad. So Shad did
Yeah.
a video where he's talking about just, I guess, dungeons and stuff. Mm-hmm. And
Tasty watches them too,
so
apparently.
Shad
And Walrus.
Shad seems to hate dungeons, and I agree with him on almost everything. But his reasoning for hating dungeons makes logical sense. He says that, like, you go into these dungeons, there are these massive labyrinth type things with traps all over the place. Mm-hmm. And he's like, if there's an overlord there, every time he comes home, he's going to have to go through all of that. And you can't have a back door because then the heroes
will find it. Yeah.
Just go through the back door, and it'll defeat the purpose of the entire dungeon. So he's like, it makes no sense. And then the other problem with dungeons is every little room has like 2 or 3 guys in it. Easy for the heroes. He's like, what you should do is have a much smaller dungeon with 90 guys in one room. And it would make more sense realistically too, because you wouldn't build these enormous, ridiculous mazes if you live there. It's where you live. It's your lair. You're not going to go through 9,000 traps and jump over like spikes and like just to get home with the groceries.
I'm a wizard. Doesn't matter.
Just teleport.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Fuck that noise.
I'm back home.
Yeah.
And you just put a warding spell on there so no one else can.
But also who feeds all the animals that sit in those dungeons? Like, you have just owl bears and stuff sitting there. Someone's got to go through and actually take care of all that, right?
Yeah.
You're like,
see, that's the thing he was saying. Like, when he's playing these dungeons, he can't get into it because it breaks all of his immersion, because all he's doing is sitting there thinking of all those things. And a dungeon is one spot where I'm like, you know what? This is fun. We're playing a game. I'm just gonna have fun. It's dungeons are fun. You go through this labyrinth and there's like, oh god, there's like now there's like this weird waterway. Where does that go? There's all these weird paths to explore and stuff.
I remember reading this comic where that was took place in a dungeon. And it was all about the people that kept the dungeon up, and it was set in a world where you owned a dungeon as a business to attract adventurers and kill them and take their money, and that's how you made money.
Oh, so it's like a carnival ride. You're
basically, yeah.
You're you set this up. You're like, step right up and ride the death trap.
Yeah, but it's about the janitors and stuff that
right.
This kobold janitor or whatever that has to deal with it and everything. I can't remember for the life of me what the comic is called. If any of you can remember the name of it and tell me.
Okay,
1,000 XP for your character. I will call your DM and give it to you.
That makes sense. You have high stakes, high reward, and you've built this as a carnival ride, and you're an entrepreneur.
Right, and then
that makes a lot of sense.
At that sense, it's then the character's like, oh, well, I defeated X dungeon. I managed to make it. It's like an escape the room, right. Except with way higher consequences.
Except you die.
Yeah.
And then the owner doesn't care because he's like, I lost a few trolls this month, whatever. I'll buy some more trolls.
They regenerate, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, we leave the room, come back in, they'll be there. It's fine.
There's an older module called Reverse Dungeon where you as a DM play the players and the players play the monsters. It's kind of cool. Oh, neat.
Like sort of a dungeon keeper type thing. So not what we're thinking about, but what? What do you say?
Space Janitors on Geek and Sundry. Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen that one. Right,
so there's Waterdeep, there's Menza Baranzan, we were talking about all these places, but what if you want to take your characters to a little place called Flavortown? Well, stay with me.
Do I have to be on the show anymore?
Yeah. So this is another one that has brought out the culinary weapons equipment for both the martial and culinary arts. If you want to focus on cooking while you're playing D&D and also have a spatula that's like a +1 acid spatula.
Yeah.
This is the $2 for you to be spending on this one. It also features the legendary Man of Flames himself.
Man of Flames.
Yep. So if you also need to have the patron saint of cooking, Guy Fieri.
Why couldn't they just call him Fiery Guy?
I don't know.
Or Guy Firepants?
Guy Fiery? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, did they even did Guy Fieri sign up on this and say like endorse it, or was it like they just made this to like as an homage and thanks?
I'm gonna guess they made it as an homage.
I bet if they approached him, he'd be like, cool. I mean, he seems to be pretty cool about stuff, even though people make fun of him for his frosted tips and stuff. He seems like pretty chill about most things, you know.
I feel like his answer would just be like, "Fuck you, I'm making money." Like,
Yeah.
who cares?
I mean, I don't know. Do the culinary items have any logistical advantage?
Yeah, they actually have like magic items, weapons, and feats and stuff like that. So you can actually, like, aside from it being silly, you can actually focus on like doing real culinary stuff if you really want to throw that into your game. I don't know. Could be fun.
I think a lot of the stuff that's coming out nowadays that it's gotten so big, a lot of stuff is just like meme, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's play a meme game where we can all, like play whatever nonsense cat, or let's all be the grumpy cat. Which is something that I could see being sold now, because we're at that point where everything's so big that even shit out of date memes like Grumpy Cat could probably have an RPG.
Probably. I do recall that there is an RPG called Everything is Dolphins.
Okay, we're gonna look at that.
Yep, we are.
All right. Yep.
Type it in.
Sorry, everybody.
Everything is Dolphins.
Delfina.
Delfina.
All right, everything's dolphins. So we're gonna take a look at this.
See if we got it.
Just... that one. No, where's the? I can't see.
This is one of the pictures from it.
Where's the? I can't help.
Help!
There it is.
Yeah. So Everything's is Dolphins, which is a game where literally you make yourself a fucking dolphin, but it's like a spoof.
I made almost $5,000 on Kickstarter, huh?
Yep. Super did.
I mean, sure.
Whose fault is this? Is it Gary Gygax's?
Gary
No,
Gygax's
not just Gary Gygax's fault.
That's Dave Arneson, right?
Yeah, that is Dave
I mean,
Arneson.
yeah.
So this is a really neat article. It's something you should check out on your own because it's really super duper long and I don't want to get into it. But it talks about
a lot of Gygax memes
probably
and shatter a lot of dreams.
But this goes into a little bit more detail about like the actual story behind the creating of Dungeons and Dragons, because a lot of people think like, oh, Gary Gygax just like sat down one day and birthed Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, and there's a lot of other people that were involved in putting it together that are kind of like the unsung heroes of it that really didn't get as much recognition as they should.
I mean, the best D&D manuals that I've seen have been, well, I like the ones that Gygax worked on, but the ones that he was not the main guy on, they're more organized. You know, like he's just kind of like raw, wild ideas and like, let's go on a journey and come up with a bunch of stuff. So you get some of the other guys that are mentioned in this. They're really important.
Yeah, Rob Kuntz, David Arneson, these guys, like, yeah, they were there.
So if you're really into this, you might want to take a look at it. If not, whatever. You don't have to dig that far into it. So
moving on.
Yeah, moving right along.
Yeah.
We got some trailers to talk about here.
Yeah.
I don't want to give away too much.
We're just gonna give a little bit of this.
Just a little bit.
So, Dark Crystal just came out. It's going to be a TV show. It's 10 episodes so far on Netflix. This actually takes place before the Dark Crystal movie. So this is back when Gelflings and stuff are still prevalent. There are only 2 left.
There's so much obvious CG. Like, it doesn't look as dark as the original or as raw as the original. So that's neither here nor there, I guess.
I don't know.
Definitely look all right.
They do look pretty good. I mean, and it's them, and the whole premise of this is them discovering that the Skeksis are using them for.
So this is gonna get dark.
Yeah.
The review for the energy or the world, right?
Yeah. The reviews of this are saying like, if you're gonna have your kids watch this and expect to be like all happy-go-lucky and cheerful by the end of this, do not fucking watch this show. This is gonna get dark. It's gonna be bad. Like. Spoiler alert, there are only 2 Gelflings left in the Dark Crystal movie.
That's already out there.
Yeah, like it is known.
Something years.
So just something to think about.
My University's got a funny question right over here. Bill Gates and Steve Jobs Hey, your
Oh, this trumpet.
your strumpet is finished. Should we show them your?
I don't know. Let's just move on.
Show them this trumpet.
So we've been 3D printing, and
Hold on. I want to do that thing first, and then we'll 3D print.
Okay.
He said, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates break out in a fight. Who's going to be the dungeon master? Who do you think and why?
who would be the dungeon master?
Yeah, between the who would win and be the dungeon master?
I want to say Bill Gates, because Steve Jobs would be that kind of player that like always thinks that they can do everything in every scene.
Yeah, you have to have.
I'm a fighter, wizard, and bard.
It would have to be Bill Gates. Bill
Yeah.
Gates would take charge and put Steve Jobs in his place like he did so many times before. Steve would not be the dungeon master. I don't think so. I think Bill would. If Bill really wanted to be the dungeon master, he would trick Steve out of it. He's that much.
Yeah.
He's so much smarter than Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Even though Steve Jobs is probably more creative, but creativity
Yeah.
and brains, two different things. Like I probably have more creativity than a lot of the guys in the computer world, but they got more brains. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Steve Jobs is the guy that when the rest of the party is going towards the quest, he's like, I'm gonna go see what taverns are around.
Like Steve, stop.
Like,
Stop, Steve.
can you spend an hour just on my character while everyone else is trying to play the game, please?
Yeah.
You know. But
So he's also the kid at the table who doesn't wear deodorant. All right. Anyway, Terminator.
yeah.
I'm a
Got
Davis.
a new Terminator Dark Fate trailer coming out.
I don't know what to feel about this other than James Cameron, cool,
Yeah, James
Mackenzie
Cameron
Davis.
producing. Yep.
is awesome.
Arnold's gonna be
I-
okay.
This is about where I
Well,
stopped.
this is who their Terminator is. This one.
Oh, what, 3-point stance? Yes!
Yes, that's our Terminator this time.
That
Woo!
guy?
Yep.
Schwarzenegger could take him.
Yeah, I feel like he could.
Yeah. Just got the Twitch notification. Just got it, huh?
Mike, I don't know what to tell you, man.
All right, well, let's start over.
Yep. All right. Back from the beginning.
Woo! All right,
Woo!
here we go.
All right. We're gonna start over with the articles. We got.
All right, if you're just joining us.
So
got a hell of a
Amazon
show.
is looking more like a nation state. The
believe this?
France, France like said that they had to start paying 3% more. So
So instead of paying the 3% taxes, what they did is they're making all the vendors who sell on their store pay the taxes. What's next?
yeah,
Let's go through them. Come on, you've got to catch them up. Let's do it. We're doing this.
we're doing this.
We're
Okay.
doing this.
All right, we're
All right,
doing this.
That one's that. All right, next.
Okay.
What's up?
You're gonna die poor.
You're fucked.
Great.
Next. France.
Hydrogen trains.
Yep.
Revolution.
Ooh.
Great. Elon Musk. AI's pointless.
Oh my
Or
God.
AI's
CNBC
make jobs pointless.
CNBC finally.
Figure out how to fix the AI. That's gonna be the only job in the future.
Fast food restaurants cannot get AI and robots fast enough because their employee workforce is garbage.
Yep.
Because poor people suck, right?
We're growing brains. They're teeny tiny, but they're thinking.
We could grow big ones and take over the universe,
Yep.
maybe.
Here's an arm that grows with you. It's bionic.
Can you believe this?
This guy's a meteorologist.
And
There's a snake.
that's it.
Yes.
They were able to cure cancer with
Oh, right.
They were able to cure a certain type of cancer at Rice University using Goldschlager.
Okay. Here's a tiny snake that goes in your brain.
Oh yeah, could totally go into a crowd and throw 90 of those out there and
Yep.
infect people's brains with these things instead of using them for good.
This shirt is purple, not pink.
buy our shit or I'll kill
Yeah.
you.
Dragons aren't people.
Yep.
D&D supplement. Flavortown.
Flavortown. D&D.
Everything is dragon. Everything is dolphins.
Now we're just reading the headlines. We've sped up this
Yeah.
month.
Let's see.
Gary Gygax.
Gary Gygax was the only person to create Dungeons and
Yeah,
Dragons.
He's not the Jesus of Dungeons and Dragons.
Learn a little bit. Hey, look, Dark Crystal's back. It's not for kids, but it still looks pretty cool.
Looks dark and it's about crystals.
Oof. And there's an age of resistance happening. Someone's going to be resisting. Speaking of resistance, here's the Terminator.
Don't show me anymore.
They have a
goddammit.
fate. It's going to be dark.
No, I don't want to see what's happening.
She hit that guy. Oh, wow, she hit that
You're giving away
guy.
shit. You're giving away shit.
Yeah, people are going to get hit in this show, in this movie. All right.
All right, back to our regularly scheduled
Now back to what we were
programming.
talking about. Here is a deep fake of Allison Brie with Jim Carrey's face. Logan felt this was appropriate
I don't think they can see it now that it's full screen.
to put
All right, I'm just trying to help you guys. Y'all know that's hot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now okay. Everyone in the Bible Belt thinks it's real.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that? I just make fun of the Bible Belt people so much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just that those dumb idiots are so stupid that it's easy. And I don't mean to be mean, but they're just so stupid.
They're just asking for it.
They were asking for it.
Yeah.
But seriously, everybody in the Bible Belt, I will give you a hug the next time I see you.
The entire Bible Belt.
Everybody. There's so many cool people in Alabama.
Hot but kind of creepy. Okay.
Seriously?
Casper the Stoned Ghost.
All right, can we get that off the screen? It's enough.
Oh, hang on. I'm messed up the tabs here. We're going to have to keep this on here for a second.
That's good.
Okay.
This is an interesting case that's going on right now in the EU with Valve, because Valve has made a lot of their serial numbers and keys for games only work in the country that they're sold or purchased in, right? So
Right.
you can't be in Belarus and buy a key from Estonia. It won't work because of IP address. You can use VPNs to get around some of that, and maybe it'll be ridiculous, but
Justin, stop victim blaming. The entirety of the South is victim blaming the Bible Belt. They're all victims.
oh God. Anyway, so if we'll see how this goes, but they're gonna have to fight these antitrust charges, and if they lose, they'll have to make keys available throughout all of Europe. So if you live in Belgium and it's cheaper in France, you can just buy it in France. Buy it from France. So who knows what's going to happen with that? But in a lot of different countries, especially the ones that are maybe poorer countries, the prices are a little lower.
Yeah.
Because you can't sell something for $900 when you can sell it, in Switzerland, like you sell it for $900, but over in Belarus, it's 90.
Tao says you can't even buy games as a gift for people in your friends list if they are in a different region. It's super dumb.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me
Yeah.
either for having digital goods and like, hey, you live on the other side of this fence. It's more expensive for you because the fence is there. It's the same thing. It's weird.
And the Dead Man Hector says Europe should also force Valve to make Half-Life 3.
Please,
Yeah.
yes. All right. Okay, Telltale Games is coming back. They weren't
Yep.
gone for very long.
Yep, they have been relaunched, revived,
They were purchased
resurrected.
by LCG Entertainment, and there's a couple guys, Jamie Ottlittle, is that it? Ottitle? And
Otto, yeah, Brian Waddle.
Brian Waddle and a Toddle. Waddle and a Title. I don't know.
Yeah.
These guys, they've made a lot of mobile games, so they're going to be acquiring all the IP. Batman and the Wolf Among Us are two of the biggest ones that are involved in that. They're getting a lot of the back catalog of IP, and they're going to focus on making new games. And the thing that's interesting here is what they've said about the old staff. They're going to be doing some contracting with the old staff members. But they didn't say anything about hiring them outright, maybe in the future, but right now they're just going to contract some of the old staff members. So does that mean that you're going to start getting mobile quality games? Does that mean the writing's going to go to shit? I don't know. Are
Yeah.
they hiring the writers? Because that was the most important part of those games was the writing, the dialogue and everything.
Yeah.
So
And
Who
those of you
knows?
that are wondering, The Walking Dead won't be coming back. It now is owned by Skybound Games, and they got their own plan for it.
yeah,
If people still care about The Walking Dead, which I don't know if people do.
I bet episode 2 is about how far I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the dead are moving. Woo.
Are they walking? All kinds of lawsuits going on. This one's actually really funny.
Yeah, this is
scroll down.
really fucking blatant though. Like,
Yeah. So Sina Games is a Chinese company. They make Glorious Saga. Let's just scroll down and see how
Glorious Saga.
This is more similar to Warcraft. Look at that.
So this is their icon.
That's their box
Yeah.
art. That's their artwork.
I mean, to be fair, you can't have an action game as a mobile icon that doesn't involve someone screaming on it, though.
Yeah.
Like-
but an orc screaming at a human. And
Yeah.
Similar hairdos and everything.
But the orcs on the right here, and the orcs on the left in the Warcraft picture.
That's pretty different. Yeah. Let's scroll on down.
Okay.
Let's look into this even further. Let's take a look at some of the bad guys here.
Oh, like
The Malfurion.
Malfurion from Glorious Saga.
They-
Here's Malfurion from Heroes of the Storm.
it's like a cartoon version.
Like a chibi Malfurion.
All right. Let's look at the Gul'dan.
Yeah.
Right.
Gul'dan, Orc Warlock from Glorious Saga.
Oh, they called it the Orc Warlock. And does he have the same amount of skulls? Different amount of skulls. No, same amount. We'll say 4 skulls.
Got a lot of skulls on him.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder how this is going to pan out because a lot of times when you go over to China and you're like, hey, these guys are messing with us, China will look at this and be like, no is different. End of discussion. Fuck off. So I've seen that a lot.
Mike, I hope you're making an Office reference right there.
What is it?
There's no difference between those two pictures. Corporate needs you to find the 7 difference between these two pictures.
There's no difference. So yeah, that's kind of funny. All right, more. Yes, ad blocker.
Jeez, can we, like, why is this the only picture of Geralt that anyone will ever use for anything?
I don't know. It's the only one the PC Gamer ever has.
Yeah.
It's the only picture that PC Gamer has. I know why.
I know why, too, because sex sells.
Yeah.
But
You know, under that water, there is a strange monster that's about to bite him in the dick.
yeah.
You said I was going to say something else, didn't you? Thanks to our sponsors. Who sponsored it this time? Lenovo, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, Lenovo. You're welcome.
All that money.
Yeah.
Anyway, just close this article. I don't care anymore. All right, the Witcher's selling better this year.
Than it did last year.
I was going to tie this into something else, but I don't think we put them in the right order. So let's just move on, shall we? To the next thing on the list. And hey, oh my God, my favorite roguelike game. I wanted to show this game for just a minute because we're going to get a lot of different games showing up now that PAX is going on. But this game has individual simulations for every single pixel. The physics are simulated for every single one. So even though I'm getting sick of the roguelikes and stuff, the stuff you can do with this is really cool.
Wow.
They're interactive environments. I almost want to play a Metroidvania style game that uses something like this. Like, check that out. It's really cool.
That's crazy.
And all the individual pixels, they're flammable. Like, it's really freaking cool. So
that looks awesome.
It's a really pretty game. I just wish it wasn't a roguelike. I'm kind of sick of those. You know, I want something I can come back to. Save the game. I want something I can die and come back to. I want to actually play this. It looks beautiful. So
Yeah.
what do you guys think? Anybody? I don't know. Anybody else looking forward to this one? Scorched Earth, yes.
It's Castlevania.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, it does look like Scorched Earth. Anyway, what's next on the list to talk about? Oh, I'm doing a quick mention on this. This is Metal Gear Solid 4 running on a PC at 60 FPS 4K. Sneaking around. That's all. Just it's RPC S3 is really coming along. So maybe we'll get PS4.
It does kind of look
years.
like Crawl too.
Oh, that other game.
Yeah, that game's really fun.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all. I just want to mention that this
Yeah. Thanks, Mike.
emulator is doing really well, making some strides. Yeah. All right, what we got here?
Greedfall.
Okay, another RPG that you guys should be looking out for. Kind of has a kind of looks similar to Dragon Age in a lot of ways.
Monster Hunter-y a little bit.
Yeah, I guess some of the styles and stuff. A lot of the systems remind me of Dragon Age. But it's just an interesting, unique setting. You know, you can skip forward a little bit and show them this. Of course, they're playing with a controller, but it'll be out for PC. It's coming out extremely soon. I forget what exact date, but it looks like it could be a nice, big, fun RPG.
September 10th.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
That looks good.
These guys make good games, so.
Bloodborne meets Dragon Age. All right.
I can maybe see that.
Yeah.
But if you guys are, looking for a new RPG, I would put this one on top of your radar. It looks interesting. The interface, maybe we'll need a mod for that for PC. It looks very console controller centric. So more.
What
stuff to look
RPG
at.
are we both playing currently?
I've actually been playing Oblivion. I modded it up a little bit and was playing that the last week or so. Oh, and I forgot how quirky some of those quests are. The quests are ridiculously silly. Some of them,
What RPG am I playing recently?
You talking about tabletop or?
Yeah, tabletop. I'm playing like 80,
Yeah.
but
I just finished playing Vampire not long ago.
yeah. Shadow of Mordor an RPG?
Shadow of Mordor is RPG elements. It's like a action RPG.
That's kind of what I'm.
Adventure.
That's what I've been rolling with lately.
I would call that adventure.
I don't know. I gave Divinity Original Sin another 2. Divinity Original Sin 2. Bleh. Whatever, the longest title on the planet. Yeah, I gave that one another go because you were telling me about the lone wolf mode thing and like trying it out as lone wolf and stuff. So I gave it another shot with 2 lone wolf characters just to see what's up.
I think you see asking can you mod Steam Oblivion without issues? I think you can mod Steam Oblivion. I have it on both Steam and GOG, so I obviously used GOG for whenever I'm playing any of the Elder Scrolls games. I'm usually on GOG.
I've been playing Hades.
Oh, that looks
because I got it on Epic and I've been having a blast playing that. It's not really an RPG, but I've been
action.
Yeah, it's super just hack and slash, but I've been having a blast playing it. So
Check that out.
yeah.
If you guys are into game development, you might want to take a look at this. I'm going to skip past it because we're going long, but
CryEngine.
yeah, the new version of CryEngine just is out. I still think CryEngine looks better than any other engine out there, but it is taxing as hell. It just looks really good. So if you guys are making games, maybe CryEngine's still a way to go. I don't know. I think CryEngine's going to have to do something to get a bit of the market back, you know.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do. Yeah, you always use GOG whenever you're doing modding. That's just what I always do. I don't know. Steam has weird stuff.
Oh, that sucks, right?
And you don't want that stupid Steam overlay or anything. What?
His 1080 Ti, or their 1080
No.
Ti, excuse me. 1080 Ti died on them, so that sucks.
Have you tried baking it yet? Like taking the cooling units off and smack it in an oven, seeing if you can reflow it. Maybe that's what happened. You can bake it for a little while, a couple hours.
Did not know you could do that.
Yeah, you bake them and it reflows the solder, and you move it around a little bit and see if it maybe gets whatever's wrong with it. Unless something burned out or a capacitor went bad or a memory module died or something. I don't know. Could be a power-related issue. That could be.
Oh.
If it's your VREGs and you got a bad MOSFET or something like that, that's not going to be fun or easy. Yeah.
Huh.
That sucks.
I did not know you could do that.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, we did it in that one witchcraft video where we.
I wasn't a part of that video.
That was a long time ago.
So therefore, I don't care. Great.
Yeah, if you like fantasy, good. If you like cyberpunk, good. Now you're going to have 2 games being worked on at the same time, 2 different tracks. That means CD Projekt Red's going to be huge. It's going to take over half of Warsaw. Ridiculous. They're in Warsaw, right?
I think so, yeah.
Right. I don't know. Fucking huge. All right, so we got some free games to talk about.
Yep.
Dirt Rally is free if you like that.
Can also pick up Celeste and Inside right now on Epic.
I'll let you talk about Celeste because I'm going to talk about Inside.
I played Celeste a million years ago and I kind of forgot what it was about, but I remember I enjoyed playing it.
All right, so Inside is it's a very interesting side-scrolling game with no dialogue and nothing on the screen. So it kind of reminded me of a game like Blackthorn, Flashback, Another World, or Out of This World. Those type of games where you go through and you solve puzzles to get to the next screen or to the next area of the game. But this one is interesting. You've wandered into this. You're inside this strange factory, and you're making your way through. And there's some strange stuff going on here, and they don't really tell you what's going on. They just let you, discover and move forward. And God, this game is beautiful. But there was a moment in this game where I you're playing and it's very slow moving, and then there's something happens. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's a major spoiler. But I threw my head back and was scream laughing while playing for this 5-minute portion of the game, just I haven't had an emotion like that, an emotional response like that to a game in such a long time. It was what is going on here? So highly recommended. I've recommended it to Pistol so much that now she's like, I'm not going to play it because that's just how she is, and I don't care. She can not play it, whatever. If you want to just be sad and sit there with your sadness, then do it. Don't play it. I don't care. I'm sick of it. I'm angry. I'm going to go home and cry in the shower. All right, so that's Celeste.
Yep.
It's pretty.
It's a super. Oh, I remember now. It's like a big platformer that you have to really focus on your jumps and stuff to make through.
Finesse platformer
Yeah,
type thing.
really cool though.
Cool.
Lots of fun.
And it's time for the shit show that is Portland.
Oh boy.
Guys, get inside. Seriously, get it. It's free. Get inside. For the love of God.
Yeah, get it and go play it.
So good.
Let's see. Whoops, didn't mean to click on that.
What'd you do?
We're going to the big one.
All right.
So,
Machete time.
Portland to Emmanuel Hospital. Report of a suspicious subject across the street from one of the entrances. Caller says the subject is swinging a broom around, scaring families, and is in his own world.
I want to be where he is.
Okay.
Maybe he's saving them from invisible ninjas. I don't know.
Ugh.
What?
Police info broadcast reports of a reckless driver, male in a black Mazda, taking selfies while driving.
Can we? Do we have the death penalty still in the state? Can we use it for that? I thought we did. I think we do have the death penalty. It's just that they don't actually kill
Just
anyone.
don't use it right.
They have the death penalty, but they put people on death row forever because they haven't actually killed anybody in 90 years. Something weird like that.
Police to Portland Central Liquor Store report of a male trying to drive his black Kia up the stairs to the plaza. You've had enough.
He was stopped. Where are you going? The liquor store, dumbass. Come on. God, that guy knows how to go to the liquor store.
Let's see. Report of a naked male on a TriMet bus.
Okay.
How did he even get? He didn't even have a ticket to get on then. Where was it? Okay.
So I was driving home 2 days ago, right? And very close to where we are. I rounded the corner, and there was just like this 50-year-old woman just standing there, butt-ass naked, scrubbing herself with a sponge. Just like, but she was not like back hidden. She was out on the corner of the sidewalk, like on the edge by the road, just like. Oh God.
Police to the area of Portsmouth Lombard. Caller reporting that she was chased by an unknown male in a tracksuit. Male tried to attack her with his coffee cup. Caller said she ran and got away because she could run faster.
Again, I need details. Was it a paper coffee cup, or was he trying to bludgeon her with a piece of, like a mug or something? I don't know.
Report of a subject out in the parking lot with no pants on. Report of a suspicious customer in the Plaid Pantry in Southeast Milwaukee. Report of a suspicious customer in the store. Male repeatedly asking the clerk for a knife so he can operate on himself. Subject just purchased a container of bleach and is complaining about a bug living inside of him.
Ha! I'd give him a knife. And bleach. I don't know. Call it curiosity. I'd be like, yeah. Well, when's this Southwest and Jefferson thing?
Police subject to Southwest 3rd and Jefferson. Male asking officers to call for medical. Subject says he just used a bunch of cocaine and now thinks he's having a heart attack.
Fun.
Here we go. Northeast Haslow Street. Report of a subject prowling cars and looking in windows described as a white male carrying a Bible in one hand and a wrench in the other.
That's the beginning of a good movie.
That's how you should go through life. Carry a Bible in one hand and a wrench in the other. I don't know. Police to Swan Island boat ramp report of 2 males fist fighting. Subjects arguing over which one of them is sober enough to drive. Spoiler, if you are fist fighting on the Swan Island boat ramp, neither of you are sober enough to drive.
God. I was at the bar this week, and I'd never seen this before. I'm not sure if they have this as a new thing or whatever, but they had a breathalyzer in the like the foyer or the entryway to the bar that you just stick a straw in and like blow, so you can tell like. But you have to pay for it. It's like, yeah, we want you to be safe, but it's going to cost you.
I like this one. Police to Jackson's, Northeast Broadway. Multiple callers reporting a high male throwing things around and causing a disturbance. One caller says the subject shattered his windshield. Caller armed himself with a crowbar and says he's going to get him.
This guy's going in.
Just a heads up, police. It's gonna go down.
Okay,
click.
We know one person is from the East Coast.
Yeah. This guy's like, fuck it. You know.
Fucking Portlander's like, I'll be hiding under the dumpster.
Yeah.
Hurry.
Oh my God.
This guy's from fucking Boston. He's
you
like,
better fucking run. Like, yeah.
This guy's calling and be like, I'm just telling you to send an ambulance, not the cops. Yeah. Because I'm going to go fucking take care of this. Okay, buddy?
Yeah, this motherfucker ruined my windshield, so I'm going to go fuck his day up.
Send the ambulance.
Hey, buddy. What the fuck you think you're doing?
Hey, pal.
Yeah.
That's fucked. Oh, man.
Multiple callers reporting an unknown male placing barriers across the lane of travel. Oregon Department of Transportation also sending responders. Meanwhile, on Northeast 27th and Broadway, report of a male in a tie-dyed shirt masturbating next to an empty building. Maybe he just really likes empty buildings, man.
He has memories from there. I don't know. Maybe.
Report of a male wearing a Shriners-type hat and taking selfies while walking in and out of traffic. Okay.
Shriners hat, huh? Little tassels and everything. Cute.
Caller says a female flagged them down and asked them to call the police. Female says a known person in Dignity Village killed her cat and would like police to respond.
That's sad.
That sucks.
Dignity in Dignity Village.
Yeah.
Portland Fire and Rescue has their own page now.
Boring.
Yeah, we get everything we need from
the alerts. Let's see, anything else? This tweet is unavailable. Oof.
Oh, that was some juicy stuff.
Yeah.
They probably said the word die.
Yeah, they might have said you're all gonna die.
Yeah, they probably said someone might die.
Yep.
Yep. Take it
Oh yeah,
down.
there was a big fire the other day.
Oh, that fire! There was a huge fire.
Yeah.
It was the grass fire.
Yeah, that like ruined it
Weed
for
or
everyone.
what?
No, it was grass.
Just grass.
Yeah.
Huge.
It's a 4-alarm fire, multiple structures, bunch of trucks caught on fire. Man, this goes on.
Show this
Wow.
picture. This is like from earlier in the week.
Yeah.
Get a load of this, guys. We had some fun this week. I could see this anywhere in Portland. It was beautiful. And I got home and I thought it said gas fire, like a factory or something.
Yeah.
This was grass.
Yep.
A grass
And it like
fire.
hopped the street and made it to the other side and stuff too. Like it got.
What kind of a
bad.
grass fire does this?
I mean, it's been super dry here. We just had rain the other day for like the first time in a couple weeks.
It was an Amazon
Fire sale. Haha.
Oh, God.
Anything else good?
That's it. We've covered everything. That's it. Everything's covered the whole week.
Update. Victim was shot in the neck by a pellet gun.
See you next week.
Bye.